Hello, Albert.
Hello, Ida. Nice to see you.
It's also very, very nice to see you. I will start with a short introduction. You and I, are now in the very beautiful surroundings in Hannoversmünden by the the dog mecca, if you can say that without offending anybody, for RSV Global and the mother of RSV Global here, and there is our yearly highlight, the LCC week, and RSV Global have asked you to have this short interview. I think most of the dog world knows about RSV 2000 and RSV Global, but not everybody yet knows who Albert Spreu is. So, who are you, Albert? I have in my notes here that you live in Germany.
That's right.
Of course. Your age, haven't I? I don't know that. How old
I'm 39 years old,
39
and I'm
years
from
old.
the north part of Germany, very close to Denmark border. I live in there.
Okay, yes. Then we are nearly home to Sweden. That's my country. And you live together with your wife.
That's true.
And a beautiful young daughter.
And also a son.
And also a son.
Also a son.
And you are a breeder, dog trainer.
Also.
Helper.
Sometimes.
Yes, a very good one. I've trained with you now some days. And also a judge, but I'm not quite sure in which field you are a judge.
I'm a breeding judge, especially for German Shepherds.
Okay.
And of course I'm also a performance judge for FCI IGP, for RSV 2000 Schutzhund, and also for DGPO. It's trial rules for service dogs.
Good, that's good. How long have you been chairman of RSV 2000?
I'm the chairman now since 2019. It's almost 4 years now.
Yes, it is. I suppose you have been with dog sport a long time and dogs. When did you start, and with which type of dogs?
This is a quite difficult question. As I was a young boy, I got a German wire hair pointer that I was 6 years old, and so I'm very familiar with dogs with a lot of drive. And but after this dog, there was a reason my parents separated, but then I had a longer break with dogs, and in the age of 21 I started again with other type of dogs from Molosser type, and I look for dog education to be a better dog trainer, and so the way with the RSV 2000 crosses, and so I changed to German Shepherds, because for utility work it's the easiest dog, in my opinion also the best dog. Yes,
we will touch that a little bit later. Have you been competing in IGP or Schutzhund?
I have competing in IGP, but not so much. I titled my last talk to IGP 3, of course, but most of the time I have done Schutzhund trials in the RSV 2000 German Championship, also in the World Championship in the RSV 2000, also in tracking trials and in Schutzhund Trainers Cup. These are the 4 biggest I have done.
Yeah, that's good enough. Why and when did you become a member of RSV 2000? What made that choose? What made you choose that?
Yeah, I was on journey to get a better dog trainer, but I'm almost on this journey, and so I take a look around where I can get more knowledge for dog training, and so I met Helmut Reiser from RSV 2000, and so I decided to get a member in 2010.
2010. And Helmut started RSV 2000.
Yeah, he started.
When did he do that?
It was 2007.
7. So after 3 years.
7? No, 6, I think.
6, and then you joined.
I joined some years later. Yeah.
Yes. And why? What made you make that choice?
Yeah, this was a club with a nice club culture at this time. A lot of people
And
was
still,
very.
and still.
It's still, of
today.
course.
It's very nice.
But it changed. It changed. So now it's different, but it's also very familiar. And this was, of course, one reason. But it was also the access to a lot of dog handlers with a lot of experience in education dogs, and that was the reason why to stay to this club and join the club.
Yes, and I think when you start something, you are on a very new way, and you get close to each other, and you are not so many members.
Of course.
And then you have
such. The
how do you
communication
say,
was very short ways.
Like when you are building, go to America in the 18th century and build up something, and so you make something new. But now it's
bigger,
very established and much bigger. And then you have another feeling, but also very
of course. But we really try to keep this atmosphere in the RSV 2000.
Yes.
The familiar atmosphere.
Yeah, I think you succeed with that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I know that. Your work, I don't know the English title if it's correct, is agricultural consult. Is it correct?
That's true.
What are you doing?
That could be
not so long, but
I will
so
do
we
it.
Can understand.
I will do it very short. So I specialized for grain storaging, and so I plan this type of infrastructure on agriculture farms, and that is my special knowledge, and so this is my business, and I do this most of the time in Germany, but also in whole Europe and sometimes on other places on the world.
You travel a lot, and you have been a lot in foreign countries, I know, like Russia and Ukraine.
And
yeah,
Kazakhstan and Latin America, all these regions. Yeah.
And learned much. Because you also are a breeder, do you think that your profession benefits how you breed dogs? And in some, if you can explain that, very not so difficult for us normal people, how you can use that in your breeding?
Yeah, it's not by profession. It's a little bit before I got agriculture engineer, because I'm very interested in breeding animals. So, and I have done this with a lot of different species, and so of course, and at the study time, I got a lot of knowledge of this too. We had a lot of questions about old cultural breeds. They are very close to extinguish, and how we can build up structures to keep these breeds alive. So this is my special knowledge, and of course, I got more information in my study time, but I use this also in dog breeding. So, but this starts very early in my age. In my you know what I want to say.
And you breed in a special way because of that. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
It's easier for you to dare to think new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you are more comfortable in new zones.
Yeah. This is
true.
The most of the breeders they're using special types and special lines, and build up now, or they have done also in the past all the time, genetic bottlenecks, and this is every time big problem for every species. And in my breeding, and also a lot of breeders has the same idea in RSV 2000. They don't want to come to this bottleneck effects and uses alternative lines. So we have a big variation of dog types in RSV 2000, and it's quite well for the breeding. In 2 days I will have a seminar about this, and I will talk a little bit about the results.
That, yes.
But I don't want to bring it now.
No, you shouldn't. We have to wait for that. I suppose in your it's your hobby, dog breeding and dog sports. Which qualities do you think are preferable in a sport dog or a police dog?
There are some stuff.
Yes.
So it's very hard to make a ranking out of this. But in German Shepherds, the first point for me is the health. The dog has to be healthy. The healthiness is not all, but it is what is needed before other qualities you take a look for. The second one is to have a dog with a medium threshold. This is typical for the German Shepherds, and it's written in the standard, but it's missing by performance dogs nowadays. They have a lot of low threshold, and therefore also problems in environment and all this.
You mean they are more unsecure?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
And this is what I really
softer.
And
Yes.
I really try to avoid this. So I'm looking for stability in this parts, and of course good prey drive. It's important. Also a balanced aggression part, a gray part in a dog. This is what I'm looking for, and I really like, for me, an atomic part, what you can say, the traditional type of German Shepherds. So you can see nowadays we have there are very modern type dogs in the body. I really don't be close in this.
No.
I like it more the traditional type. You can, when you take a look to old pictures, 60s, 70s.
Yes.
This is
I can
this is
understand
the
what you mean.
body structure I like,
Yes.
and I have a big preparation for jumping. So, and I really don't like if a German Shepherd couldn't jump. This is for me big problem. And in RS3 2000 we solved this problem. 10 years ago, the most of the dogs we are bred jumping very well, and we have their big point on this. We have it also in our Körung. And this is what I prefer, that the dog can jump, big jump, high jump, palisade, all this, because it talks a little bit about the physical possibilities. I hope that's
it's very clear. Very short. What makes a dog? I know I have friends, and I have had dogs who had problems with jumping. What causes that? Or can it be a lot of different things, or is it?
There's a lot of different things. One part is
it's
biomechanical, for example. When you have a GDR type dog with big chest, of course they have a big problem to push in the front up to make a good jump. Sometimes there are dogs, they are not able to focus in the drive. When they have too much drive, then for the dumbbell, for example, then they have a very big problem to coordinate their own jumps, and then you have to be a little bit tricky in the training to get them very good in the jumping. But yeah, these are all overtyped. This is not what is asking in the standard. This is not what we are looking for. We are looking more for natural type dogs.
Yes. We are a lot of normal, not superstar dog trainers and handlers who goes to ordinary competitions and struggle with our dogs in obedience and protection work and so on, nose work and whatever. Do you think there is some side in a human being that's needed to success? And with success, I don't mean that you always have to win the world championship and be a superstar, but it's very hard sport. And must we all be some type of soldiers? But you know, I know you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Sometimes you go home and cry, and then you have to come back.
We have very complex dog training. So that's call it IGP, call it Schutzhund, call other biting sports. It's very complex sport, kind of sport. And as a dog handler, you need discipline.
Yes.
Discipline to go every day
and
out,
goals.
make some exercises, care very well on the dogs.
Yes.
Make it physical strong, the dog, make it mental strong, the dog. Of course, the dog needs obedience, and so this is the success in the sport is depends on your personal discipline.
Exactly.
Because the most of the biting sports are done by or are dominated by very disciplined
yes.
trainers.
Yeah, of course.
So and then you will get success, of course.
But of course, success can be win the World Championship. It can also be that you have a difficult dog, or it's not that easy. You have to train a lot alone, and then you can have a goal to go to IGB 1 or Schutzhund 1.
Yeah, every title is a success.
And be happy with that. I mean,
every title is a success. It's not necessary to be a champion.
No, not all of us can be that.
And it's very good. It's very good when you are able to have a dog. Also, when it's a little bit difficult dog, to make a sorting of the drives and get him to your own goals.
Yes,
then
and look what he or
quite
she
good enough.
Is good at, and what I can
and
do
don't
with
burn
that.
the dogs off. That's one of the most important stuff. Of
Yeah.
course, you can have a lot of discipline and train a lot and burn the dogs off, and in the age of 6 or 7 they could be quite finished. This is not what I prefer. When you have discipline, also it's also discipline to care about the dogs, to refresh the dogs.
Of course.
And
to do
when
it
they are
ethically.
when they
Of
are go
course.
10,
Yes.
11 and 12, and they are maybe able to make a trial. It's not necessary to make high results, but
to do it
continue
through.
continue base. Then this is for me a high quality.
Right.
So,
That's
but there are
lovely.
different opinions, of course.
Yeah, of course, and we are all different people. I know, because I've known you a lot of years, and I myself have been in RSV 2000 and Global for quite some years now. I know you put a lot of idealistic work into the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that? What is your benefit? And I don't talk about money or power, or I talk about when will you be happy when you have been doing this work and got some results?
I really like the social part of our community. It's very good. We are connected all over the world. This is the fun part, to make dogs successful, or training team, a dog handler and with her dog or his dog. So when they are successful, this is what I really like, and what is fun and joy in this. But also we live in a difficult time, so we have a little bit to adapt to this new time. And for me it's like this, I really want to bring this tradition of the sport in the future.
Yes.
And therefore you need
nice.
structure, you need guys, they do a little bit work and also do a little bit service on the members.
And organization.
So this is my point of view in this.
I have, we both have been here now in the LCC week in Hannoversmünden, and it's a very nice, and you attract, and we will end with a very interesting seminar Saturday and Sunday with Knut Fuchs. There is always someone famous coming and giving us some input in dog training. And when I walk along here with my camera, I can see a lot of famous and top dog handler, and then I have to ask if are we also an organization or a club for normal people, not only the superstars, or we don't have to promote always the high level, you know what I mean.
know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Can I be safe as a very normal?
Of course. I put all my energy to build up clubs all over Germany. So, because if you want a very good established infrastructure, you need these clubs everywhere. And you need basic, and out of the basic you can develop superstars. Without basic, it will be extinguished the sport in very short time. So we put a lot of energy in this. We make sightings, we make education seminars, and all of this, trials, and we have a different kind of view, in my opinion, more kinological way in judging dogs. So this supports much more the basis. So, and with the basic people, you can build up a club, of course, and
Lovely.
Superstars will come by themselves.
Of course.
Yeah, they develop out of themselves.
That's very nice, very nice to hear. If you look into the future, let's say in 10 years, where are or is RSV 2000 and RSV Global then? Do you have some vision?
I have vision, of course.
Yes.
And my vision is like this. I have what I can say, a challenge to myself. I want to build up the club so that we have from 2020 till 2030 the double counting of members. This is one of them goals. The next one is I want really to build up the infrastructure. Every year we got more and more clubs, 3 till 4 clubs more in Germany. This is quite well.
And also around the world, I know, because I'm active there
around the world, of course. But at first, I'm the chairman of RSV 2000 in Germany. I have to talk about this. And and in the last time we had since 2019 we have a growing of the club. At first a little bit slowly, but now it goes quicker and quicker. Last year, for example, we have a growing over 15%, and this year we will reach 25% also again. And this is quite much, so we growing very fast.
Yes.
This has like a medal, 2 sides. One side I'm very happy about this. On the other side I have to build up with all my colleagues the infrastructure.
Exactly.
And
service to our members.
this is the heavy point. But
yeah, of course. And funny.
we got new guys.
Yes.
And they are very idealistic also in the work. And so I really hope.
And with guys, you mean both men and women?
Of course, of course. It's not depend on the sex.
The gender, of course not. I think we are reaching soon the end, and this is a very nice chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that folks on Facebook, because I put it there, are going to look at the video and have a small picture of who we are and who you are. And
super.
Do you have something last message to our members or to all the people who will look at this? What do you want
this
to
is
close?
it's not a message to only of the members of the RSV 2000. It's a message for everybody in dog sport. And for me, the message is we have to stay together and support together so that we will have a wonderful future in dog sport. And this is what I really hope and like, and this is the message all over the world. For sure, for my club, I do my best, and for the other clubs, the other chairman and the guys have to do their best also.
This is very nice, and I say thank you, Albert. And me behind the camera is Johnsdotter. I'm from Sweden, so therefore my English is not. I'm not born in the UK. But we have done our best, and thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of the week, Albert.
Yeah, thank you.